So we are discussing about the introductions to microbiology. In last lecture, we had discussed about the microorganisms and microbiology. What is the difference between microorganisms and microbiology? Then I told about the two main themes which are involved in microbiology: basic themes and applied theme. So again, these themes in microbiology, that is a basic and applied theme, are sub-classified into the three types. Basic themes are classified into the by organism, by process, and disease related. Applied theme is also classified in a three type: disease related, environmentally related, and industrial. So this by organism theme again sub-classified into the bacteriology, phycology, mycology, virology, parasitology, and protozoology. By process, it is classified into the microbial metabolism and microbial genetics. Then disease related themes are classified into the immunology, epidemiology, and etiology. Then applied theme, again it is sub-classified into the three categories: disease related, environmentally related, and industrial. So disease related are classified into the infection control and chemotherapy. Then environmentally related, it is classified into the environmental microbiology. And industrial themes is classified into the food, beverage, and pharmaceutical microbiology and genetic engineering. So here in the last time, just I was told about the microorganism. So it is a small entity. It's grow rapidly growing cell. Microorganisms are living in population. Continuously they are interacting with one another. So interaction is takes place between this community. So this interaction, it may be harmful or beneficial. Then next thing, these microorganisms are pathogenic, means some most of the organisms are pathogenic, some microorganisms are non-pathogenic. Microorganism, it will decompose organic waste, then it will produce through the photosynthesis. Some organisms are produced through the photosynthesis. Then it will play a role in industry, means in fermentation reaction to produce ethanol and acetone. Then microorganisms are also produce some fermented food like vinegar, cheese, and bread. It is also used in the manufacturing of some enzymes and some hormones. The next point that we had already discussed in last lecture is the naming and classifying microorganisms. So here there's a particular system is there for the classifications of microorganism. It is a lineage system. It is called as a lineage system for scientific nomenclature. So each organism is having a two name. First one that is called as a genus name, and second one that is called as a species name. So first rule for writing the name of the organism is that the first rule is that it should be a name of the organism, it should be written in the italic, means the genus name is capitalized. The first letter of the genus name is should be capitalized, and first letter of the species name, it should be in the lowercase. That is the first rule. So first rule is the first letter of the genus name, it should be capitalized, and first letter of the species name, it is in the lowercase. Is the first rule. Then second rule is that we have to return the name of the microorganism always in italic. That is the second rule. So just I was here mention one example is that Escherichia coli is the one type of bacteria, gram negative bacteria. So how I was written the name Escherichia coli. In brief, it is also written as a E. coli. A person who was discover this bacteria, it is called as a Theodore Escherichia is the name of the person who was discovered this bacteria. So name was given to that microorganism is Escherichia coli. So second thing, their habitat of the Escherichia coli is mostly in the intestine. So this bacteria is found in the intestine. So also this habitat is also considered in the naming. Then another one example, Staphylococcus aureus. So in a short, it is written as a S. aureus. So when you are writing the short form of the organism or microorganism name, so just we have to write down the first letter of the genus name, and we have to write down the all the letters of the species name. Then classifications of bacteria. So bacteria are classified, so domains actually. So these domains are classified into the bacteria, archaebacteria, and eukaryotes. So microorganisms are come under this bacteria and archaebacteria category. So in last lecture, I was told about the difference between these bacteria and archaebacteria. So both are prokaryote. Bacteria is also prokaryote. Archaebacteria is also prokaryotic one. Bacteria. हाँ, hello, येतोय आवाज? स्लाइड दिसतात का स्लाइड? हॅलो 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 so bacteria and archaebacteria, so both are prokaryote. That is the first differential point. Second differential point is that bacteria having the peptidoglycan in the cell wall, and archaebacteria lack the peptidoglycan in their cell wall. Then bacteria, it will undergo multiplications or reproduction by the binary fission. It is a one mechanism by which bacteria, it will undergo reproduction, that is called as a binary fission. Binary fission means what? One bacterial cell, it will divided into the two equal parts. Then two, it will going to be divided into the four. Four, it will going to be divided into the eight. It will going to be divided into the 16, like this. So linear multiplication is takes place. So that is called as a binary fission. Means initially one bacterial cells are divided into the two equal parts. Then these two parts are divided into the four, like this. Next differential point in between bacteria and archaebacteria is that bacteria, it will utilize organic or inorganic compound to obtain the energy. Archaebacteria also, they are going to be utilize these organic compound for obtaining energy. So examples of the archaebacteria, just I was mentioned here, methanogens, extreme halophiles, and extreme thermophiles. Then next is the eukaryotes. So mainly organisms are of two type: prokaryotes and eukaryote. So bacteria are come under the category of prokaryotic one. Then protozoa, algae, fungi, they are come under the category eukaryotes. So here just I was here mention a difference between these protozoa and algae. These are actually the eukaryote. So protozoa is unicellular eukaryote. Protozoa is unicellular eukaryote. Algae is unicellular or multicellular eukaryote. So here unicellular and multi, there are two types of organism depending on the cell constitution: unicellular organisms and multicellular organism. Unicellular organism means what? These organisms are made up of only a single kind of cell, so it is called as a unicellular organism. Multicellular organism means they are made up of more than one kind of a cell. So here protozoa is unicellular eukaryote. Algae, it may be unicellular or multicellular eukaryote. Protozoa, it will absorb or ingest organic chemical. Protozoa, it will absorb or ingest organic chemical. Algae are also able to ingest or absorb the organic chemical. Then, hello, hello, hello. A protozoa, it will move using these special types of organs are there, that is called as a pseudopod, cilia, or flagella. With the help of this cilia, flagella, or pseudopod, this protozoa, it will move. Then algae, it will produce some molecular and organic compound. Next point, that is called as a fungi. So fungi, it is a plural, singular it is called as a fungus. So fungi is also a one type of eukaryote is there. Fungi is also one type of eukaryote. It having a chitin in their cellulose cell walls. So cell wall of fungi, it is made up of chitin or cellulose. It may be present in the cell walls of fungi. Then fungi, it will use organic chemicals for energy. Means fungi, it will get energy from organic chemical. Then mold and mushrooms are also one type of fungi are there. Mold and mushrooms, these are also come under the fungal category. These mold and mushrooms are multicellular, and it will consist of mycelium. Then yeast is also one type of fungi. Yeast is come under this category, eukaryote and fungal category. It is the unicellular one, yeast. Then this virus. Next is virus. Hello, 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 hello. हाँ हॅलो दिसते का स्क्रीन? नाही असं तर काहीच होणार नाही, इकडून तर सगळंच क्लिअर आहे माझ्याकडनं, अडचण तर काहीच नाही, काय प्रॉब्लेम समजत नाही मला. ओके ठीक आहे ठीक आहे चालेल. हॅलो 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 आता येतोय का आवाज? हॅलो 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 आता येतोय का आवाज? हॅलो 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 प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है, बच्चों को आवाज नहीं जा रहा है मेरा, सेटिंग तो बराबर है देखो थोड़ा.
हाँ बराबर बराबर है.
बराबर है सब पूरा. फोन में सब चेक करो, माइक्रोफोन ऑन है, स्पीकर ऑन है, बराबर है नहीं? स्क्रीन का स्टोरेज चालू किया तो उससे होता है क्या? प्रेजेंट रिकॉर्डिंग चालू किया तो उससे आवाज नहीं जाता क्या?
नहीं
ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. फ्राइडे को तो बराबर हुआ.
देखो ना थोड़ा वापस से करो.
वापस अच्छा
हाँ
वापस लॉगिन करके वापस
वापस से करो.
अच्छा बराबर. एक बार खाली चेक कर लो, माइक्रोफोन तो ऑन है. हाँ ये तो
हाँ बराबर.
यहाँ पे तो ये तो स्पीकर ऑन चाहिए ना, यहाँ पे कुछ चाहिए.
अब देखो
ये तो बंद हो गया। हेलो हेलो हेलो।
नहीं आ रही
मुझे स्पीकर ऑन ही रखा था।
वापस से करो
हाँ वापस से करो।
हाँ वापस से एग्जिट होके वापस से ज्वाइन होने को बोलो
ऐसे बोलो ना, ठीक है ठीक है, ऐसा करता हूँ कुछ तो।